Welcome to the Canadian Traveler vlog. Brand new vlog. I hope you enjoy yourself. Today we're going for a drive to Elk Island National Park to see what we can see. I hope you enjoy yourself. Strap in, get your seatbelt on. We're on our way. Hi, and welcome to the Great White North. It's a minus 21, a little bit chilly out here. Got the toque on. I don't know if it's quite enough, but I wanted to welcome you here. I drove about 20 minutes outside of the city of Edmonton to a place called Elk Island National Park. And one of the cool things about Elk Island National Park is there's wildlife to be seen here. We can see wildlife in a lot of places in Canada, but this is almost a sure thing if you want to see. And behind me, I don't know if we're going to be able to see them. I'm going to have to maybe turn the camera, are bison. Now, bison are commonly known as buffalo. I looked it up on Wikipedia, and it turns out we're misnaming them by calling them buffalo. These are bison, and there's a herd of them just off to my right-hand side here. They're a little bit far, so I'm going to have to flip the camera around and see if we can zoom in to see these guys. Okay, I don't know if you can see them. Oh yeah, we can see them. Be better if I could walk in the snow, which I could, but I'm not going to. It gets a little bit chilly. There's another one over there, but there's a herd right here. And this is a great place to come and view the bison. Sometimes they'll walk right through here to behind me, which I better double check that there's none behind me. No, we're good. And I don't know how many bison make up this herd. There are two sections. There's the highway divides this park in two. So there's bison on each side of the freeway. I didn't see any coming in on the other side of the freeway. I saw a couple on this side, but then I came into this area where I am right now, and there's this herd. If I show the view here, there's this herd right here. So right now in this little spot, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them that I can see. There's another one over there, and way back off, there's about another 6 or 7 way over there. It's an exciting thing here to be able to see these wild creatures. They are wild. Now, they don't have the freedom to leave this park. If you were to go further up north, there's other wild bison, and they do have the freedom to go wherever they want. These ones live within the confines of the national park. So I'm going to be honest, I had to move inside my car. Minus 21 got a little bit cold for me, so I decided to get into the car. You're looking through the window, and this is that small herd. There's one standing, most of them are laying down, and I'm pretty sure they're just soaking up the sun. So even though it's cold outside, they're absorbing the sunlight and getting some warmth. It's been a rather chilly few days, so they're probably enjoying this nicer weather today and just soaking it up and enjoying just relaxing. I'm sure come nighttime when the sun goes away, they're probably moving around a little bit more to keep warm. These are all the bison footprints as they're going from one place to another, looking for food, looking for a different place to hang out, maybe just trying to get away from us humans and, you know, be bison without us watching them. Lots of tracks up in here. So this is definitely an area they enjoy being. So a really cool thing about Canada is we are the second largest country in the world. It's pretty big. To go from coast to coast and to coast, there's 3 of them, it's huge. We're not the most populated country though, and all this snow might have something to do with it, and the minus 21 degrees Celsius weather. So as a result, outside of our cities, we have a lot of open country, and with all this open country, we tend to have a lot of wildlife. So you don't just have to go to a national park to see the wildlife. To see the bison, it makes sense for me to travel here because it's easy to find them. Otherwise, you know, driving around, you randomly come upon all sorts of wildlife, whether it be deer, moose. In the warmer weather, summertime, we've got bears. You can see all year. You can see coyotes. You can see wolves, foxes, all sorts of birds. We have lots of wildlife here. If you go to the coast, there's sea wildlife. There's orca. There's whales. There's seals and otters. We just have a huge abundance of wildlife in this country. And so it's one of the cool benefits of being in Canada, in a country that is not so populated. Other countries just, and I'm thinking like the United States, which has 10 times the population of Canada. There's just so many more people that the animals get pushed away. In Canada, they're not getting pushed quite as hard. So it's just a great place to live, to see wildlife. So I'm going to go driving a little bit further into the national park. Sometimes you get lucky and you see more bison up close. Sometimes they get close to the roadway. Sometimes you get lucky and you see other animals. I know there are deer here and there are moose. There's also elk. I haven't seen an elk here in quite some time, but I know this is an area that they are native to. So who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. So as I'm driving along here, I happened upon 2 more bison. So there's 2 of them just standing there and enjoying the sunshine. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in anymore, but I do see them looking at us over here. I don't think they're really all that interested. It'd be nice if they came walking over to say hello, but I don't think they will. I'm just going to sit here for a minute and watch them and see if they come closer, see what they do. And another great thing here is when you're looking for wildlife to view, there's always other people that want to enjoy that same thing, which is just a wonderful thing to see. People out enjoying nature, enjoying the day, enjoying the beautiful weather. These bison have massive heads on them. They must have huge muscles in their body to hold that large head up. Anyways, I'm going to move on down the road and see what else we can find here. Before I leave these bison, I thought I'd get a little selfie with them. They started to move a little bit before I pulled away, so I thought maybe it's too soon to pull away. Let's see if they do something interesting. Just even walk a little closer, we get a better view of them. They are beautiful, majestic creatures. At one time here in the Western Canada and the Western U.S., they numbered in the millions. They traveled they traveled across the plains quite freely. Unfortunately, with settling and colonization and people wanting to farm, the bison got in the way. So unfortunately, a lot were hunted, and they were almost hunted to extinction. So it's really thrilling to be able to see that they're not extinct and they are making a comeback. The reason they're restricted to the national park here is because around this national park is quite a bit of farming. And here we see them getting a little bit closer to us. We're safe inside the car. They're not going to bother us. Of course, in the winter time, as the weather gets colder in the fall and into the early winter, their coats, their fur gets thicker. So they end up with an extra bit of insulation with the extra fur on them. If you come back in the springtime, a lot of their fur will start to be falling off. So they have less fur in the summer, and then they can be a little bit more cooled off. Besides the abundance of wildlife in Canada, another really cool thing here is nature. We have a lot of it. We have our cities, but usually within a very, very short distance of our cities is all the nature one could want. For example, right now I'm in this national park, which is only 20 minutes out of the capital city of the province of Alberta. I don't have to go to a national park to enjoy nature. There's all sorts of places close by to the city. All cities, every city in Canada, every town, it's only to be out in nature, to be away from everything, away from civilization, is only minutes away, really. It's kind of a cool thing here. If you want to get away, you can get away. So continuing on my journey through the national park, I just happened upon these 3 bison. There's 1, 2, and 3. Just not far off the road, just enjoying the day, enjoying the sunshine. I'm sure they've got some sort of a food source there, some grass or something. Ignore the cars going by. Every once in a while we've got a couple more coming up. So, you know, everybody wants to see the wildlife. And these guys are just enjoying the day. They do attract quite a crowd. They're celebrities in their own right. You can see all the people stopping to come check this out. Careful where you stop, don't block my view. There's millions of people on the internet that want to see this. So one thing that's really cool in Canada is it gets cold, and that's really cool. But there's also an advantage when it's cold, and that's that you can walk out into the middle of a lake. Right now, I'm standing on a lake. Right behind me there over my shoulder, you can see the end of the dock. And in the summertime, people will jump off of that dock and go swimming. Right now, I am not quite in the middle, but out in a lake. Now, I'm not the only person out here. There's other people enjoying the weather. You can probably see some people over there and some other people way over there. And it's just one of the fun things we could do. Some people have never walked on ice in their life. Now, if we were to clean up all this snow, shovel it away, we could strap on a pair of skates and we could go skating, maybe have a hockey game. I'm not gonna have a hockey game today. I didn't bring a shovel or my skates. But yeah, I mean, I've gotten out further here. I don't know how thick the ice is, but I'm certain it's more than thick enough with these temperatures. But it's just one of the cool things we can do here is walk out onto water. In the summertime, this would be over my head and this would be a little far for me to swim. Today, not a problem. Wait, let me catch that. There we go, we're going swimming today. So I need to ask, how do you like walking on water?
Scary and fun.
Scary and fun. This is Canada. Take a big 360-degree look to show we're getting out well into the lake now. And back where we started. I've got to be honest, that little walk on the ice, it's cold outside. Right now the car is saying it's minus 22 degrees Celsius. There's just the slightest of breezes out here. It's making it feel way, way colder.
I think for this moment, I'm going to enjoy watching other people walk on the ice, because it is cold. Let's sit in the car here and warm up a little bit. It's been a nice drive, but we're just coming out of the national park now. So this is the little gate where you pay your fees. Once we pass this gate, we're back out of the park. Now to give you a little bit of Canadian information, because Canada is an officially bilingual country, we have two languages. We have English and French, and this is a national park, which means it's run by the federal government. Everything is in two languages. That's how you know if it's a national park versus a provincial park.